Whoa! Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I have an axe
If you miss, don't worry about
on my arm. And there's already been an accident here. And you want to put a little oomph on it, huh?
Yeah, not too much.
Or just enough.
Yeah. That's all right. There you go.
There we go. But I gotta do it a little bit harder than that.
Yeah.
This is a death trap ring. This is a weapon.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
You
Kill
mother.
it.
Hey!
Oh my god.
I look like this, Abby.
That's good.
Looks good.
Okay. Hey, Transformation Tribe. I am here with the one and only Matthew Levesque. Talk to the crowd, Matt. Tell them a little something about yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Jake and I go back.
Way back.
Way back, like over 10 years at this point, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I was the first person to work out in the Tempe gym.
That is true.
And,
Yeah.
Jake was my trainer, personal at the house for years.
Yep.
And
And nobody has poured into my life like this man right here. And I love his advice to me was always so simple. And I love simple is beautiful. And one of the quotes that has always stuck out to me is the chop wood, carry water mentality that he holds. And I just kind of wanted to have him break down that quote because it's interpreted in so many different ways. But something that I've carried with my life ever since is just when I wake up, just to have that just keep doing the beauty in the mundane, just keep doing those simple tasks over and over and watch them stack up. So I was just gonna have him share with you what your take is on chopping wood and carrying water, what that means to you.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Well, the quote comes from Buddha, which I'm not a Buddhist, but it comes from Buddha, and he basically says, before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water, and after enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. And what that struck me with when I first heard that was, I'm a type of guy, ADD, type A. I've definitely reached too far in a lot of areas in life and not far enough in others. And years ago, one time I was told, don't be like the sun, be like a laser. Take all that energy that you have and focus it. And so when I heard chop wood and carry water, I went, that spoke to me because it's not my natural setting, right? My natural setting is to just go. And when I learned about that, it taught me to slow down. It taught me to appreciate the miracles in the mundane and to just do the work. And that's one of the reasons why I loved having you as my trainer, because how many times was I procrastinating, as you'd say?
Procrastinating is to masturbate while pressing matters await you.
Not really from him, but it reminds me, like, I just got to pick up the next weight. I just got to do the next set. I just got to make my bed. I just got to get in the shower. I don't always wake up. You talk about this all the time. I don't wake up fired up and focused and ready to go. I have like a Men in Black moment every morning. Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? What am I focused on? What's going on? And I wake up sometimes on the wrong side of the bed. And by sometimes, I mean most of the time. And so I have to act my way into right thinking. I can't trust my thoughts. I have to trust my actions. So chopping wood and carrying water is about the actions. And when I screw that up, I screw a lot of things up. And trust me, I've screwed a lot of things up. But I've done a lot of things well too. And it's like one of the things you and I talk about, higher power, and one of the things that I share with some of the guys that I talk to a lot about that is that the light switch to the higher power is turned on by my knee on the floor. Right? That's the only place I know how to illuminate that. I have to be there in a place of welcoming that into my world. That's action. That's chopping wood and carrying water. That's doing the little things to just take a step that way. The higher power is never not here. He's always here. It's always here. I'm the one who's not always here. So I have to walk into it. I have to make a decision, choose what I'm going to do it. If I'm wrong, I got to pivot and I got to own what's wrong with it. If I'm right, I give it away and I just keep going. So I don't know if it would help you or not, or help anybody who's watching to think about that quote that I was sharing with you earlier. Like, I have this idea in my mind that when I die, I'm going to get ask one question, right? And the question's going to be, what'd you do with the talent I gave you? And I thought, man, I could spend a lot of time talking about it, thinking about it, wishing for it, thinking I deserve it, trying to outmaneuver somebody, or I could just spend time using my talents, identifying what they are, and then just chopping wood and carrying water with my talents. Going and being of service, just do the next right thing. Live and let live. Be in the 24 hours ahead of me. You know, I try not to future trip. I can't chop wood and carry water and live in tomorrow at the same time. They don't coexist. So when I'm in that space, I'm angry, frustrated, tired, worn out, pissed off, lonely, any of those things.
I've
right?
never thought about that perspective of it. It does make you be present. Yeah, and the future and the past aren't in existence in that moment when you're chopping wood and carrying water. I love that.
Yeah, the dark past and the crazy future.
Yeah.
Right? Like crazy town exists here. It's not real.
The time is now.
This is it.
This is exactly.
You know,
and I like that too. And I actually didn't think about this perspective of it, but when you were saying like chopping wood, carrying water, it helps you just focus on that next rep of whatever it is for you. And then when we were talking about how just laying the next brick, instead of looking at this huge massive wall that you're trying to build, you just lay the next brick.
Yeah.
Chop wood, carry water.
It's like, maybe people can relate to this, but for me, like I just started doing the jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
What do I want, like, week one? Show me what I got to do to get a black belt in here. You know what I mean? These guys are in this for 15, 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
Every day. For hours at a time. And they're barely getting a black belt. Those are people who I model. Those are people who I walk in, I watch them, and I go, I can learn from that.
Yeah.
Those people are chopping wood and carrying water. They're laying in one strand at a time. And at the end of their work, they have this robust, powerful cable that no one can break or bend. It's theirs. You know, that's what I want to weave in my life. And that's, if I remember to chop wood and carry water, that's what I'm doing. And that's what you're doing with fitness. That's what you do with me as my friend. You know, I see you pour that into people all over the place. And you're a role model for me too, though.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, and could you repeat the Buddha part where he's
So Buddha said, before enlightenment.
And what does the enlightenment mean to you?
Well, that's up for debate, but personal for me, it would just mean a sense of peace and being.
Okay.
Right? Where I know that I don't know anything. You know? I know that I am just a part of the energy force of the universe.
Yeah. And that goes back to the landmark. You don't know what you don't know.
That's it.
You don't know.
Life is empty meanings. The great surprise.
What a it is. It is so peaceful when you drink it in.
It really is. When you sit in it, it's one of the most peaceful, beautiful things you can experience.
Yeah.
And I forget it every day. I gotta remember that every day, and that's why. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, so before enlightenment, after enlightenment.
Oh yeah. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood. Which means you never stop. The mountain has no top.
Yeah, so you might as well enjoy the view along the way.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you get to the top.
That's it.
There's no destination, it's a journey.
That's right. You look good with that axe, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. And both Matthew and I, followers of Jesus, and I mean, what not a better role model of that example? Like he kept going, and everywhere he went, he was never in a hurry. He just kept chopping wood and carrying water.
Right.
There's never one spot in scripture where he was anxious or hurried or running somewhere. He just kept moving. He kept helping. He kept shining the light. And
that's love.
Yeah, that is. Love is patient.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And you know, the other thing I would say about that, to that point, is they named time after the guy. Like the whole world agrees on one thing, and that's time.
Yeah.
How the time is architected, you know? When did it begin? How did we start counting what year it is? That's crazy to think about.
I know.
BC.
BC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. craziness.
Yeah,
right?
so
80 in BC. I mean,
so
there
no
it
matter
is.
who all these Instagram and TikTok influencers are, there's an ultimate influencer
That's right.
that we need to be pointing to.
Yeah. Distracting with things is the great thief
Yeah.
of peace.
Yeah.
And I know, because I was in the grips of that master for a long time.
Yeah.
And to be free of that is terrifying and liberating at the same time. And I've never felt more alive in my entire life.
Yeah, and you're living it out now, and you're doing the whole live to give model where you're serving others, and once you realize as you serve others, it actually is serving you. And sometimes I actually feel like there's a selfish part of serving, because it does serve you so much to serve others that it's very fulfilling.
Yeah.
And to me, that is my chopping wood and carrying water, is constantly using the spiritual gifts that I've been gifted to every day pour them into other people. And to do that, I gotta make sure I'm still pouring into my own cup at the same time.
I haven't come across many people who are as authentic or sincere or committed to that than you.
Thank you, Matthew.
It's true.
I love you, man.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Well, I really think this is gonna shine a big light to a lot of people that overcomplicate things that just don't need to be complicated. Life is beautiful, simple, and there's just some things you need to make as these mundane non-negotiables in your life. And to me, when you get up and you immediately attack your fitness and whoop your own ass, that's the first part of chopping wood, carrying water, and then now you can go serve your community with the gifts you've been given.
I work on that. I'm not perfect at it, you know. You say it all the time, energy creation.
Yes.
That's what you do. By feeding yourself, then you can give it away. You can't give away what you don't have.
Like that, brother.
And a lot of us givers will do that.
I know, yeah, and one of the big demographics I have are parents who are so busy pouring into their kids that they're like, you don't get it, you don't understand. I'm like, I know I don't have kids, but I know they're gonna.
4.
Yeah, this guy's a baby making machine.
It's the hips.
But I mean, I'm sure you can say firsthand that serving yourself helps you give them the best version of you.
Yeah, selfishness has a bad rap, but there's nothing bad about it. Selfishness is okay, because you have to feed yourself before you can give anything away. Selfishness can create selflessness. Selfishness can also create misery. It's your call. You know, you got to feed yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, with friends. You know, you're the average of the 5 people you spend your time with.
Can't be soaring with the eagles when you're shitting with the pigeons.
I've heard you say it, and it's true. It's true. Anyway, we're off topic now.
Yeah. Well,
We can talk all day about
I'm
this
so
stuff.
grateful for you doing this with me, Matthew. I love you, brother.
You have no idea.
Yeah, and I hope I know it's helped more than one person, but if it only helped one, it was all worth it. So hope you enjoyed this little series, and we'll chop some wood and carry some water, you mother lickers.
Okay, good? Yeah, you can do that. You're just gonna make a mess, but... Okay.